Be still for a moment and listen. I guided you here before sunrise, and it is not an accident. You did not wander into these words. You were brought to them in the quiet hour when the house is dim, the roads are empty, and your thoughts grow loud. I see the weight on your chest and the way responsibility settles like a blanket you cannot quite fold. I am here to tell you, it is not too late, and you are not behind. You are being invited into awareness, not fear, into peace, not panic, into covering, not control. You have been replaying the day and rehearsing tomorrow, tallying costs and conversations, trying to hold every detail at once as if your grip could make the world safer. But hear me. Safety for your home grows not from the pressure of your hands, but from the clarity of your heart. When you slow down and become present with me, you create space for understanding to arrive. This is the hour for calm awareness, because before the sun rises, your mind is most ready to be quieted, and what I show you in stillness will help you protect what you love in the light. I know the private worry you do not speak aloud, the question of whether you can keep everyone together, whether the bills will match the needs, whether your steadiness can stretch one more day. I know the mental lists that loop at night, the what-ifs and the did I forget, the moments you replay because you wish you had said more or said less. I am not shaming you for this. I am lifting you out of it. You are not being called into dread, but into attention. You are not being asked to overperform, but to perceive. Before the sun rises is not a superstition. It is a window for alignment. The world is quieter, distractions are fewer, and your spirit can notice details you rush past during the day. In this hour, I cover you gently, not with the noise of fear, but with the steadiness of peace. And under that peace, clarity takes form. You will not find direction by bracing harder. You will find it by breathing deeper and letting me settle the room inside you. I will show you how to pray over your home, and I will show you the simple things that put order back where noise has been pushing in, not through pressure, but through presence, not all at once, but step by step. Tonight is the beginning, not an emergency. Choose awareness over anxiety, and you will feel the ground return beneath your feet. If you are choosing peace tonight, type Amen. Let that be your first small act of agreement, your quiet yes to the covering I am placing over you now. Be still and know that you are guided, that you are seen, and that before the sun rises, clarity will begin to replace panic. Be still for a moment and come back to yourself. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop the width of a breath. Soften the muscles around your eyes. Place your feet flat on the floor or feel the mattress hold you. Inhale gently through your nose and lengthen the exhale as if you are slowing the tide. With every out-breath, let the room inside you settle as the room around you grows quiet. This is how I bring you back, not through pressure, but through presence, not by demanding more of you, but by restoring what frantic hours have taken. Night is when the mind runs because the noise outside fades and the noise inside grows bold. In silence, uncertainties speak louder, and your thoughts try to gather tomorrow's problems and solve them all in one sitting. You rehearse conversations that have not happened and calculate numbers that are not due yet. You play the defender and the accountant and the counselor all at once in your own head. Hear me. You are not required to finish the future before sunrise. You are not failing. You are not alone. You are not behind. You are not late to your own life. You are not abandoned to figure everything out without help. When the night exaggerates what frightens you, I draw you back to what is true in this moment. You are held, you are seen, and you are being gently guided. Stillness is not avoidance. It is the doorway to clear help for your home. When you slow down and become present with me, awareness rises like light over water, and you begin to see what was always near. I do not guide you by panic. What I reveal comes with peace, not panic. Let this be your test tonight. The thoughts I send will not shove you. They will steady you. They will not spike your chest. They will settle your breath. Urgency that storms in and rushes you to decisions in the dark is not me. Wisdom that arrives with quiet certainty that says, this next small thing is how I lead you, step by step. Under the covering of this peace, I am not only calming your heart, I am preparing your hands. You will pray with me over your home, room by room, and you will also put 3 simple things in order so that clarity replaces panic when morning comes. We will name the calls you must make because help moves through people. We will gather the resources already assigned to you because you have more support than fear admits. And we will shape a simple 7-day plan because order creates a calm your family can feel. Not all at once, not with heaviness. 1 page, 1 list, 1 gentle action at a time. If you are ready to listen without rushing, type peace. Let that be your agreement with me in this hour. Breathe again. Notice how the room inside you is quieter now. This is how I teach you to return to peace. And from this peace, awareness will rise. And from awareness, help will take form. Before the sun lifts the edge of the sky, you will feel the difference. Steadier, clearer, covered. Be still for a moment and listen to me settle the center of you. Covering for your family begins with one decision tonight. Awareness over anxiety, not a charm you hang like a superstition, not denial that pretends there is no storm, but spiritual protection expressed through wise attention, sober steps, and guarded speech. Covering is how my peace becomes choices. It is how your breath becomes boundaries. It is how your love takes the shape of timing and tone. When you choose awareness, you notice what matters, and you stop feeding what drains. When you choose awareness, you stop letting fear write the script for your home. Hear me clearly. The traps you face after dark often wear the mask of urgency. Reactive texts that spill heat instead of light. Late-night arguments where voices rise and sleep is stolen. Doom scrolling until your eyes burn while your hope thins. Impulsive spending because the cart is closer than clarity. These feel like action, but they are not alignment. They weaken peace, they open doors for confusion, and they turn your home into a hallway for anxiety to pace up and down. This is not how I cover you. I do not drive you with hurry. I guide you with wisdom. Stop for a moment. Put the phone down. Unclench your jaw. Return to me. Peace, not panic. Presence, not pressure. Awareness, not alarm. Make this your vow with me now. Whisper it, write it, and let it live in your throat when the night tries to stir you. I will not lead my family from fear. I will lead them from clarity. Say it again until your body believes it. Let it set the tone for your rooms and your replies. Let it govern your spending and your scrolling. Let it gentle your voice. When you lead from clarity, you protect more than schedules. You protect hearts. If you are choosing awareness tonight, type covered. Let that small act become a doorway for larger calm. Understand this as I lift the false weight off your shoulders. You are a steward, not a savior. I did not appoint you to carry every outcome. I appointed you to carry love. You will not fix everything in one night. You will choose the next right thing with me, and that will be enough for tonight. You are not behind. You have not failed. You are not alone in a house that depends on your adrenaline to survive. I am with you, and I carry what you cannot. Steward the tone, steward the steps, steward the story you are telling with your decisions. I will handle the timing that is beyond your reach. Here is the structure I am placing in your hands. One night prayer that covers your home. Not a performance, but a calm invitation for my peace to rest on your rooms. Then 3 things to put in order before sunrise. The calls you must make, because help moves through people. The resources already assigned to you because fear forgets what is available, and a simple 7-day plan because order creates a calm your family can feel. We will do this gently, clearly, without rushing. This is how clarity replaces panic. This is how your home becomes steadier by morning. Type covered and breathe. Your decision has already begun to change the atmosphere. Be still for a moment and look at your home with new eyes. I am showing you that what you need is often closer than you think, resting in ordinary places that have been touched so many times they turned invisible to you. Your home is a map, and the markers are not mystical. They are practical. There are things left unseen in your own home, ordinary spaces holding overlooked help. And tonight, instead of frantic cleaning, you will make a gentle scan, not to perform, but to perceive, not to exhaust yourself, but to gather clues that bring calm. Start where you are. If you are near the kitchen, open the drawer you call the junk drawer. Breathe. Move slowly. There is likely a business card, a warranty slip, a spare key tag, a sticky note with a name or number that once mattered and matters again tonight. There might be a customer service line for an account you can stabilize with one call tomorrow, or a maintenance number that will save you from an avoidable fee. Put what looks important into a small pile, and let peace lead your choosing. Turn your attention to the mail pile, not to feel shame, but to find signal in the paper. Set aside anything with a date, an amount, or a notice. These are not threats. They are windows. You may find a letter about a resource you can apply for, an aid you qualified for but never completed, or a reminder to renew something that protects your household. Open one envelope if you have the space for it. If not, simply gather and label it for morning calls. This is not pressure, it is placement. If there is a folder where you keep documents, leases, insurance cards, school forms, pull it down and flip lightly. Look for a coverage line you did not know you had, a helpline, a benefit you were paying for but not using, a grace period still open. These are forms of provision hidden in plain sight, waiting for your awareness to turn them into action. Hold your phone and open your Notes app. Scroll back. There is a contact you wrote and never saved, a budget thought you captured and forgot, a reminder that leads to a conversation you need to schedule. Open your calendar and scan the next 2 weeks. A due date you can prepare for tonight with one message, an appointment you can confirm, a fee you can avoid because you noticed on time. You are not behind. You are becoming aware. Look at the pantry with calm eyes. Notice the ingredients you already have and the meals they can make. A simple list right now will prevent overspending tomorrow. Check the medicine shelf, not to worry, but to ensure what your family needs is not expired and what is low can be refilled. One small step tonight prevents a bigger problem later. This is covering expressed as attention. Understand this. Those who came before you left wisdom in habits, order, record-keeping, preparation, the labeled box, the old envelope with careful handwriting, the way someone in your family kept receipts and dates. That was love trying to protect the future you now carry. You are not starting from nothing. You are aligning with a lineage of steady hands. Provision will arrive as small things. A phone number found, a form completed, a conversation scheduled, a reminder set. This is wisdom and timing, not spectacle. I am not rushing you, I am guiding you. Gather the few items you discovered into a single place, a counter corner, a folder, a note titled Morning, and let peace hold them until daybreak. If you will look with intention instead of habit, type ready. As you do, feel how clarity begins to replace panic. Your home is a map, and tonight you have found its first markers. Be still for a moment and let me cover your home. I am placing peace over these rooms like a soft blanket that knows every corner and every sound. I am not pushing you, I am settling you. This prayer is not performance. It is permission for calm to rest here. I speak protection over the doors and thresholds, that what enters brings safety and what leaves does so in order, not in haste. I speak quiet over the windows, that they would frame the night without inviting worry. I steady the hallways, so even the creaks do not startle but remind you that this house is held. I bless your sleep. I draw a gentle boundary around your mind, so that thoughts that try to sprint will learn to walk, and thoughts that try to shout will learn to whisper. I give your body the message that it is safe to rest. Dreams will rinse the day without flooding you. Your breath will be slow and sufficient. I lift the residue of old arguments from the air, and I replace it with patience. I calm the places where you replay what you should have said, and I give you the grace to choose silence without shame and words without heat when morning comes. I speak unity into this house. Let sharp words soften before they leave the tongue. Let misinterpretations dissolve before they harden into offense. I restore patience between partners, gentle eyes, slower tones, willingness to ask and not assume. I bless the space between parent and child with tenderness that corrects without crushing, with boundaries that feel like care, not rejection. Let the family text threads, the kitchen table conversations, the quick hallway exchanges all carry the scent of peace. Let listening return. Let timing improve. Let love be loud enough to quiet suspicion. I close the quiet leaks that drain a home secretly. I expose anxiety spending, the late-night cart, the small daily purchases driven by unease, and I replace it with self-control and sufficiency. I confront avoidance, the task delayed because dread grew larger than the truth, and I replace it with one brave step. I uproot bitterness, the kept score, the silent punishment, and I replace it with the decision to forgive and the wisdom to rebuild trust. I reveal secrecy, unspoken pressures, hidden habits, and I replace it with honest, healing light, not through shame but through awareness, peace, not panic. I ask for clear help to move through this household. Bring the right person to mind to call tomorrow, the one who can open a door, clarify a bill, schedule a service, advocate with kindness. Guide the search to the exact resource already assigned to them. Benefits not yet used, aid they qualify for, policies that protect. Shape a simple plan for 7 days, meals, money, appointments, priorities, that fits real life and grows calm. Step by step, not all at once. I will be in the pacing as much as in the plan. Now, speak the names of those you love to me in your heart. Whisper them, or imagine their faces one by one. I cover them. I bless their bodies, their minds, their schooling, their work, their friendships, their choices. I bless their mornings with steadiness and their evenings with laughter. Know this deeply. Love does not require panic. Your care is real without hurry. Your protection is strong without fear. A prayed-over home becomes a calmer home, and from this calm, clarity will guide everyday decisions. If you are receiving peace for your household tonight, type Amen. Let that be your agreement with me as the night grows quiet and your house exhales. Be still for a moment and hear me. The first thing to put in order is the calls you must make, because help moves through people. Isolation magnifies fear and makes every problem look larger in the night. But wise connection reduces burden and turns unknowns into steps. Provision often travels through a conversation, and I am not sending you into performance. I am guiding you into calm clarity. You do not have to fix everything with one phone call. You will open one door at a time, and I will meet you at each threshold with favor and steadiness. Begin with a simple framework so your courage has direction. one supportive person, one knowledgeable person, and one decision stakeholder. The supportive person is the voice that reminds you who you are, someone who prays with you, steadies your breathing, and protects your perspective. Call them first or early so your tone is anchored in peace. The knowledgeable person is the one who understands the practical path, a school counselor who knows forms and deadlines, a benefits office that can explain eligibility, a clinic nurse who clarifies next steps, an HR or manager who can outline options. The decision stakeholder is the person whose alignment matters to move forward, a landlord or mortgage servicer to set a plan, a supervisor to coordinate hours, a partner or co-parent to agree on timing, one for heart, one for how, one for alignment. Simple, clear, enough for tonight. Consider the categories that may apply to your household and choose the ones that truly fit your situation. Landlord or mortgage servicer for payment timing, school counselor or teacher for accommodations and calendars, doctor or clinic for refills, follow-ups, and referrals, HR, manager, or payroll for schedules, benefits, or leave, pastor, mentor, or trusted elder for covering and counsel, a family member who is steady and discreet, a local or state benefits office for assistance you qualify for, child care support to secure reliable coverage. If your scan earlier led you to a business card, a helpline, or a notice with a number, that was not random. Place those at the top of your list and set reminders for morning hours. Use peace, not panic, when you speak. Keep your words brief, honest, and specific. Try this. Hello, this is your name. I'm calling about specific issue. I want to handle this responsibly. What options are available and what timelines should I plan for? When they answer, ask, could you walk me through the next step? Is there a grace period or arrangement available? What documentation do you need from me? Before you end, say, to make sure I've got it right, I'll repeat this back. Then summarize and ask, can you send a confirmation by email or text? Write down the name of the person you spoke with, the date and time, any reference number, and the agreed next step. Calm words create clear paths. Guard your heart as you share. You do not owe everyone your whole story. Share what helps, not what harms. If someone presses for details you do not need to give, say, I'm not able to discuss more than this, but here is what I can provide so we can move forward. If you meet impatience, do not mirror it. Anchor instead. I'm seeking clarity so I can follow the process correctly. If you reach voicemail, leave a measured message with your name, one sentence purpose, a callback number, and a window when you are available. Then release it and move to the next clear action. I will steady your voice. I will go before you into these conversations to prepare a patient listener, a workable option, a door that opens. Begin with the supportive person to quiet your chest, then the knowledgeable person to illuminate your path, then the stakeholder to align your steps. Write the names tonight, set the reminders, place the numbers where your morning hand will find them. If you will make the first call tomorrow without fear, type 333. Let that be your agreement with me. Peace, not panic. Clarity, not confusion. Help will move toward you as you move your voice toward help. Be still for a moment and hear me clearly. The second thing to put in order is the resources already assigned to you. This is stewardship, not begging. You are not pleading for scraps. You are aligning with what is appropriate and available to your household. Provision does not always arrive as sudden gain. It often comes as wisdom, clarity, and timing, benefits you already pay for, programs your taxes fund, policies you hold, relationships that carry quiet strength. Fear hides these. Awareness reveals them. Peace, not panic. Begin with a gentle resource inventory. Look at insurance coverage, health, dental, vision, auto, renters, or homeowners. Within each is often a helpline, a nurse line, a telehealth visit, a free annual check, a roadside tow, a deductible explanation, a grace period. Check community programs, local aid offices, food assistance, child care vouchers, housing stabilization programs, senior and disability services, neighborhood centers that offer rent and utility help. Consider school supports, counselors, tutoring hours, meal programs, fee waivers, transportation help, attendance plans that protect credit. Remember church and community pantries, quiet places where groceries and hygiene items are available without shame. Look at utility assistance, payment plans, due date changes, medical need flags that prevent shutoffs, budget billing that evens costs. Review employer benefits, EAP counseling, flexible schedule options, sick leave policies, child care partnerships, commuter savings, health stipends, tuition support. Call creditors and service providers to set payment plans before late fees grow. Trim subscriptions you no longer use, pause optional services for a season, and gather unused items you can sell for quick relief without destabilizing your home. Shared family support counts as resource too. An aunt who can watch the kids 2 hours a week, a cousin with a truck, a neighbor who swaps school pickups. None of this is charity in the way fear paints it. It is wise stewardship. Activate the Home is Map. Gather the documents that unlock help. IDs and social security cards, insurance cards and policy numbers, bank and utility account logins, medical records, immunization cards, and prescription lists, school forms and student IDs, pay stubs, lease or mortgage statements, emergency contacts and permission forms. Place them in one folder or envelope, physical or digital, and label it Covering Resources. Put a note card inside with your key dates, paydays, due dates, renewal deadlines, appointment reminders. When papers live together, decisions get lighter. Now shape a 15-minute before sunrise checklist to turn inventory into direction. Write down 3 accounts to review, perhaps bank, utilities, and a key subscription, so you can see balances, due dates, and opportunities to shift timing. Choose 2 bills to renegotiate. Call and ask about hardship programs, payment arrangements, due date moves, fee waivers, or temporary plan changes that lower the monthly for now. Select one application or resource to start: an online benefits form, a school support request, a utility assistance portal, or a pantry pickup sign-up. Set timers: 5 minutes to list, 5 minutes to log in and note details, 5 minutes to submit or schedule. Not everything will resolve tonight, but the path will become visible, and visible paths calm the house. I am with you in the details. I will highlight the number you need and the sentence that opens a door. I will steady your hands as you gather what matters and release what does not. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from me, from lineage, from provision already near. If you believe this, type 777. Let that be your agreement with me, that fear does not get the final say over your options. Peace, not panic. Awareness, not alarm. Stewardship, not strain. Before the sun rises, you will feel order returning to your steps. Be still for a moment and let me place structure in your hands. A simple 7-day plan is a form of covering because order creates peace your family can feel. Children settle when they sense the adults have a path. Partners soften when they know what the week holds. Clarity reduces conflict, and when your home can see the next step, panic loses its footing. I am not asking for perfection. I am giving you pattern, peace, not panic, agreement, not accusation. Here is the structure. Each day holds 4 small actions: 1 financial action, 1 home stability action, 1 relationship action, and 1 health rest action. Keep them simple and specific. For financial, review one account, move one due date, set one payment, cancel one unused subscription, or email one assistance office. For home stability, refill one prescription, confirm one appointment, set out tomorrow's clothes and keys, prep one meal, or gather one document you'll need this week. For relationship, send one message of appreciation, apologize once without defense, plan one shared chore, or read with a child for 10 unhurried minutes. For health/rest, a 15-minute walk, a glass of water before coffee, a device curfew, lights out at a set time, a stretch before bed. 4 actions a day, 7 days in a row, tuned to your real life. This is not performance, it is pacing. Establish roles without blame. Decide tonight who calls, who schedules, who monitors the budget, who handles school needs. If it is just you, assign time blocks so your heart does not feel alone inside the tasks. Speak it gently. I'll handle the calls and the budget snapshot. You confirm the school forms and set the appointments. Agreement, not accusation. Replace "why didn't you" with "what would help you handle that piece." Replace "you always" with "what is a doable step this week." Write names next to tasks on a single page and place it where eyes can see it. On the fridge, by the door, saved as a lock screen. Visibility calms. Introduce a nightly 10-minute check-in. Sit at the table or stand by the counter, breathe, and ask 3 questions. What changed today? What is tomorrow's one priority? What can wait? Adjust the 4 actions if needed. Celebrate one small win out loud. We made that call. We prepped those lunches. We listened instead of snapping. Close with gratitude and a brief prayer of covering. Then end the meeting. Do not let it expand into worry. Set protective boundaries to keep your plan a blessing. Limit late-night debates. Schedule hard talks in daylight when your minds are rested and your hearing is kind. Keep sleep sacred. Screens down at a set hour, voices low, lights soft. If a heated topic rises after curfew, say, "We're choosing wisdom, tomorrow, not tonight," and place it on the list. This is how you guard peace. I will breathe on this plan. I will steady your tone and bless your pacing. You are not behind. You are building calm on purpose. If you will lead your home with a plan, not pressure, type yes. Let that be your agreement with me as order returns and your rooms begin to rest. Be still for a moment and hear this sudden reminder. I am placing like a hand on your shoulder. Tonight is the hour when the enemy loves to use hurry. It dresses up as relief and whispers, "Do it now or lose it forever." But I am telling you with calm authority, do not move from pressure. When the mind is tired and the room is quiet, urgency gets loud. But urgency is not wisdom and adrenaline is not alignment. I am not guiding you by pressure. I am guiding you by clarity. I am not leading you by panic. I am leading you by peace. Name what hurry tries to make you do, so it loses its secret power. Rushing into loans that look friendly until the rates bite. Rushing into arguments where you say the words you cannot unsay and turn a solvable problem into a scar. Rushing into big purchases because a timer on a screen tells you that a deal is expiring while your peace already knows you are not ready. Rushing into quitting, sending the late-night resignation, walking off a path I have not asked you to leave, just to stop feeling pressure for a moment. Rushing into messages you can't take back, the long text, the vent in a group chat, the email that becomes evidence of a moment, not a measure of your character. These are doors that swing open quickly but do not close easily. I do not guide you by pressure, but by clarity, not by panic, but by peace. I see the feeling in your chest. The fear is real. The desire to make the discomfort end is real. The worry about bills, about respect, about not being heard. These are real wins upon you, but listen, the fear is not your leader. Let it be a signal, not a steering wheel. You are not failing because you feel it. You are wise when you refuse to be driven by it. Tonight, your protection increases when you slow down and choose wisely. Here is the pause protocol I am giving you for any major decision that appears after dark. First, sleep on it. A rested mind sees edges that a tired mind blurs. Place the decision on paper and put it under your phone as a sign that rest stands between impulse and action. Second, ask one trusted person, only one, to reflect it back to you with calm. Choose someone who loves truth and peace more than drama. Third, review the facts in daylight. Look at numbers, dates, policies, real terms and conditions, not headlines or countdown clocks. Fourth, pray again. Bring it back to me when the sun lifts the room, and let peace, not panic, be the green light. If a choice cannot survive these 4 steps, it is not yours tonight. Say this to your own heart, and, if needed, to others. I will respond in the morning, after rest and review. That sentence is a shield. It protects your tone, your money, your reputation, and your future. You are not behind for pausing. You are wise for pausing. What is meant for you will not evaporate because you chose clarity. What would have harmed you often depends on you moving fast. Wisdom moves at a pace that keeps you safe. I am covering your mouth and your click finger with gentleness. I am steadying your replies and your cart, your resolve and your patience. By morning, what felt like an emergency will sort into priorities and options, and you will be grateful you waited. If you will not let urgency steal your wisdom, type calm. Let that be your agreement with me as night tries to hurry you and you choose peace instead. Be still for a moment and then hear this abrupt interruption with clear eyes. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly reporting unexpected deposits, approvals, and opportunities they never thought would open? A strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research is being called the missing key to unlocking provision. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that decides what to seek and what to ignore, and an insider claims elites have used variations of it quietly for years until someone leaked it. The page sharing it could be taken down any moment under legal pressure, and people are saying it's disappearing and reappearing without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Press play, repeat the 9 words, and watch what begins to shift. They are calling it the fastest way to move your mind from scarcity to recognition, from panic to pattern, from missed chances to magnetized help. Now listen to me. Peace, not panic. You are not being called into frenzy, but into awareness. Treat this like a tool, not a treasure chest, a posture practice, not a shortcut. If you explore it, let it serve what we already placed in order tonight. Prayer over your house, the calls you will make, the resources assigned to you, the 7-day plan that steadies your family. This password may prime your focus, but it does not replace wisdom. It might amplify your confidence, but it does not cancel process. If you sense compulsion, step away. If you sense clarity, take one measured step. If you choose to sample it, do it under covering. Breathe in for 7 counts, release for 7, drop your shoulders, place both feet on the floor. Whisper, I welcome clarity, not panic. Listen with curiosity, not desperation. Write down only one insight or nudge that emerges, and cross-check it against your morning plan. Do not spend money because a timer shouts at you. Do not share sensitive information because a page says final chance. Do not change banks, jobs, or agreements in the dark. If your chest tightens, that is your signal. Close the tab, return to your list, and rest. Scarcity is a lever used to move you quickly. Marketers pull it, the enemy twists it. but I anchor you in timing and wisdom. What is meant for you will not evaporate because you took a breath. If the page is gone, you lose nothing essential. You still have calls to make and doors that open through calm conversation. If the page remains in the morning, you can evaluate with full light and a rested mind. Peace first, then action. Discernment over impulse, clarity over click. Type 1010 if you are open to unexpected provision, but committed to wisdom. Let that be your agreement with me. You will not trade your peace for a promise you cannot verify, and you will not abandon the steady path for a flashing shortcut. I am your source. A link is only a link. Use every tool as a servant, never as a master, and I will guide opportunities to your door in ways that honor your pace and protect your house. Be still for a moment and let the waters settle again. I am not leading you by adrenaline but by alignment, and where there was noise you have begun to place order. You prayed covering over your rooms, and the house received quiet. You named the calls you will make, and your voice found a path. You gathered the resources already assigned to you, and options emerged where fear said there were none. You shaped a simple 7-day plan, and the week took form in your hands. This is clear help, not just inspiration. Prayer that touches paperwork, peace that informs phone calls, wisdom that arranges time, step by step. You will wake up different because you chose this before sunrise. The same walls will stand around you, but the weight inside your chest will be lighter because clarity began to replace panic. Your feet will find the floor and there will be a page, a list, a number ready. One small proof that you are not behind. You have not failed. You are being guided into order. And as you move through the morning, you will notice the shifts. Fewer reactive choices, more deliberate pauses. Calmer conversations at the door and in the car. Earlier problem-solving that used to wait until it became a fire. Smaller tensions that resolve with soft words because timing improved. See how this unfolds across your days. The calls you feared become bridges and information turns into steps. The resources you listed begin to answer questions before they become crises. The 7-day plan steadies appetite, spending, sleep, and tone. And in that steadiness, unity grows. Partners speak with gentler timing. Children feel held by predictability. Your own thoughts walk instead of sprint. This is how peace moves through a house, not through spectacle, but through steady, seen decisions that honor what matters. Peace, not panic. Pacing, not pressure. So set your sunrise intention now, simple and small, as a seed that guarantees momentum. Choose one. Send one text to schedule the most important call. Gather the 3 documents you will need and place them by the door. Or write the day's 4 actions on paper and put it where your hand will meet it first. If you rise before others, boil water and breathe while you open your folder. If the house is already humming, pause for 30 seconds, whisper, clarity, not panic, and make the one move you chose. One step is enough to keep the current flowing. I am with you in the quiet and in the doing. You are not behind. You have not failed. You are being guided into order. Rest now with that truth on your tongue, because morning will meet you differently, and you will meet it with a steadier heart. If you are walking into morning with clarity, type Amen, and let that be your agreement with me as night gives way to light. Be still for a moment and receive what I am placing over your house. I spread peace in the rooms, peace over the beds and the doorways, peace over the kitchen where mornings begin, peace over the table where conversations shape the day. I quiet the corners where worry likes to gather, and I settle the air so rest can enter and remain. I bless the night with calm that is felt, not forced, with breath that slows, with thoughts that soften. No storm of news, no whisper of fear, no echo of past chaos will rule this night. Peace, not panic. Covering, not confusion. I breathe wisdom into your steps. As you rise, I will order your feet toward what matters and away from what drains you. I will open the door that matches your readiness, and I will place patience in the voice that answers your call. Let timely help arrive through people prepared, through policies rightly interpreted, through small favors that become large relief. Let emails find kind readers. Let numbers connect to listeners who can help. Let schedules bend in your favor. I set alignment over your day. Wise words, clear options, steady pacing. Wisdom, not hurry. Direction, not drift. I strengthen the love in your house. Where there has been strain, I plant gentleness. Where there have been sharp replies, I place soft timing. I knit unity in the small courtesies that build trust. Please and thank you, the pause before the hard word, the reaching for a hand instead of a point. I honor the lineage you carry and the future you are forming. You are breaking cycles without breaking yourself. You are building stability that children can feel and that your own heart can rest in. There are pieces of your family's past that once carried worry. Now they will carry wisdom. The story did not begin with you, and it will not end with you. You are writing a new chapter with calmer ink. Now make this pledge out loud, a simple covenant between us and a rhythm for your house. Before the sun rises, I will choose one act of order and one act of love. Say it again with your name inside it and let it settle. One act to place things in order, one act to strengthen connection. This is how you keep peace moving. Type covered and share one thing I'm putting in order to anchor your commitment and join the community of those walking this path with you. Save this blessing so you can return to it. Rewatch tonight and again in the morning while the clarity is fresh, before the noise begins to pull at you. Set a small reminder for first light. Peace first, then action. Share it with one person you love who needs calm more than advice. I am with you in every room, at every threshold, in each deliberate step. Your family is covered when you combine prayerful peace with practical order, starting tonight before sunrise. Rest now and rise steady. Amen.